Welcome into the rundown. June 30th edition, the last day of June. No disappointment here. Once again from the Futures League. Let's see what happened around the bases.
The Worcester Bravehearts bounced back with a win over Western rival Bristol, beating the Blues 9-3. After the Blues jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first, Worcester answered with 5 of their own in the bottom half of the inning, including this Matt Cogshaw RBI single to increase his hitting streak to 16 games. Tom Walraven from New Haven had 3 hits and 2 runs scored. Cogshaw out of Assumption had 2 hits and 2 RBI, and Zach Tower out of Franklin Pierce had 2 hits of his own, including a triple, driving in 3 in the win over Bristol.
It was a good game. It was good to bounce back from yesterday. A tough loss yesterday, 4-2. We played well. Everything worked together.
So you had a great day at the plate, 3 for 5, a couple runs. Talk about your performance tonight.
Yeah, I was feeling well. Just letting the ball get deep, trying to get pitches I could hit, and I was able to handle a few.
So the team's doing great so far. Talk about the success so far for the team.
It's great. We have great team chemistry. We're really bonding in the locker room, it's coming right out onto the field, and we really love playing together. It's a good time.
All right, thank you very much.
The Nashua Silver Knights increased their lead in the East, defeating the Dirt Dogs 9-5. The Silver Knights were led the entire way by first baseman Ryan Sullivan out of Southern New Hampshire, who had 3 runs scored on 3 hits, including 2 home runs, and 7 runs batted in. Yanni Thanopoulos out of Amherst provided the other 2 RBIs, rocking a home run for his second of the season. The Martha's Vineyard Sharks lost at home to the Pittsfield Suns 3-2. A pitcher's duel was won by Ryan Simpler out of East Tennessee State, who went 7 innings, striking out 8, while Jack Nelson of the Martha's Vineyard Sharks on the other side of the ball struck out 9 over 7. Al Zachary out of East Connecticut had 1 RBI on 3 hits to provide the offense for Pittsfield in the win. The Torrington Titans held the Navigators to 2 hits in their shutout of North Shore 2-0. Nick Mundak out of St. John's went 7 strong for Torrington, striking out 11, yes, 11 batters along the way. Albertus Magnus's Malachi Amond got the save, striking out the side in the 9th. Mikey Arman out of Kenyon had a big RBI double in the 6th to give the Titans the lead.
Show. I'm Andrew Valley, and I'm here with number 17, Nick Mondak, starter tonight against the Navigators. And man, what a start! Started off here with 8 consecutive strikeouts, just to start, one after another, and most of them were swinging strikeouts. What was going through your head after the first 3?
I was just trying to stick with the game plan, work low, hit spots, hit the fastball, get ahead in the count, and then hit spots with the breaking ball and the changeup, and that's really all you could do.
Now it seemed, but you went 8 strikeouts. That's really unheard of. 8 strikeouts just to start the game. Once you started going through, once you got past 6, what was going through your head?
You kind of have an idea, obviously, but you just try and do the best you can to put it off the side and just stick with the game plan, stick hitting spots, and just do as much as you can to get ahead in counts and put yourself in position to be successful.
Well, once you started the 3rd inning, now you have 7 strikeouts. Did the word perfect come through your mind at all?
Not at that point. It's still early, so
7 strikeouts is a lot, though.
It is, but I was just, like I said, you just try and hit your spots. You try and not think as much as possible on the mound and just get ahead, and that's all you can do.
The Brockton Rocks found a win on the road in Seacoast, defeating the Mavs 8-4. Notre Dame's Eric Feliz had 3 hits, 1 RBI, and 2 runs scored for Brockton, with the entire Brockton team spreading the wealth, racking up 15 hits with 5 different players earning RBIs in this one.
Now it's time for the Futures League Pitcher and Player of the Night, brought to you by On Deck Sports, the official sponsor of the Futures League.
The On Deck Sports Pitcher of the Night goes to Torrington's Nick Mundak out of St. John's, who got the W, going 7 shutout innings, giving up 1 hit while striking out 11 in the dominant win over North Shore. The On Deck Sports Player of the Night goes to Nashua's Ryan Sullivan out of Southern New Hampshire, who had 7 of Nashua's 9 RBIs on 3 hits, with 3 runs scored in the win over Wachusett. Here's a look at your West Division standings. Worcester remains in first at 17-6. Bristol is even at 12-12. Pittsfield moves up to 11-13. Torrington grabs a big win and moves into fourth at 10-14, and Wachusett falls into last at 9-16. In the East, the Nashua Silver Knights stay in first at 17-7. Seacoast drops 2 and is at 16-9. Brockton gets a win at 12-14. Martha's Vineyard drops 1 to 10-15, and North Shore drops to 9-16. On deck for the Futures League on Friday, the Wachusett Dirt Dogs host the Seacoast Mavericks. The Nashua Silver Knights have some post-game fireworks when they host the Navigators. The Bristol Blues will swap home and away with Worcester. They'll host at Muzzy Field. The Torrington Titans will be at home to face the Pittsfield Suns, and the Martha's Vineyard Sharks will be on the island to face Brockton.
That's all we have time for today. We'll see you tomorrow for our first rundown in July, a month in the books. Let's check it out tomorrow. I'm TJ Hartnett. We'll see you around.